Day 13. The next. Enough said, let's dive in. Kate. Upstairs, Charles was sitting propped up against my pillows, looking like a young prince. "Look at you," I said once the door was safely closed. "You look awful." "I'll bet. But a lot better than you did last night. You nearly scared the life out of me, young man." He held out one of his marvelous hands to me, and I took it in mine. "Ouch! Those nails have got to come off," I said. "I've got a lot of cleaning up to do." "How do you like my hair this length?" he asked. "Will I bring back hippies?" "Not when I'm through with you." His eyes were pale blue still. "I'm going to fatten you up and clean you up and beat you up if you ever run away again, understood?" "It won't be so easy to spank me anymore." He smiled at me and his face shone. "I think I'm bigger than you are now." I sat down on the edge of the bed, still holding his hand. "How, Charles? How did it happen?" "I don't know," he answered, and quickly changed the subject. "Where's my breakfast, woman? I'm hungry." "On the way, sir." "Do you feel strong enough to get up? I could help you shower." "Still a little wobbly. Maybe after I eat." He touched my cheek. "You look tired," he said. "Did you sleep at all?" "No." "My ministering angel." We sat silently for a moment, and I realized I was blushing. "I'm not much of a barber," I covered, "but I'll have to do. Would the gentleman prefer the continental look or the much-in-fashion layered cut? Whatever the lady would like to see me in." I blushed again. "Where did you sleep?" "In the woods." "The woods? Charles." Now, don't scold me, Kate. I'm too old to be scolded." I looked at him puzzled. "How old are you?" He looked back at me, his sky-like eyes gleaming, and he laughed. "I haven't a clue. What's your guess?" 18, 19? "Let's say 21 and be done with it. That way I get to vote." "My God," I said, a tidal wave of questions occurring to me. "What about your education? You can't go back to the 5th grade, not the way you are now." "I think I'd stick out a little," he smiled. "I'm serious, Charles. Don't be. There's loads of time to sort all that out. Later." There was a knock at the door. Charles looked up, troubled. "Don't worry," I said, going to the door. I opened it quickly and stepped into the hallway. "His Majesty's breakfast," Sissy scowled, handing me the tray, which was set for 2. And then she added, loud enough for me to hear, for him to hear, "I hope everything's to His Highness's liking." And she went back downstairs. "Who taught you in the woods? The chipmunks? Maybe it's genetic." "Genetic? Listen to the words coming out of a 10-year-old. He pondered that for a moment. "True, that's funny. I do feel like I've grown intellectually as well, but I sure as hell don't know a lot of things. I've got some reading to do. Help me?" Something happens when you're in the midst of the impossible. Channels in the brain that can't cope with the illogic of it shut down, and you simply go about the business at hand. And so there we were, mutant and aunt, making out a reading list for Charles. Insane. When he had finished his breakfast, I helped him out of bed and realized how tall he was. He towered over me. "My Lord, you're a tall drink of water," I said. "Speaking of which, how about that shower now? You steady enough?" "Uh-huh." I prepared the shower for him, checked that Sissy was not upstairs, and helped him into the bathroom. As he unbuttoned Alan's shirt, which he still had on from the night before, he looked at me oddly. "You planning on staying here?" I blushed for a 3rd time that afternoon. "I beg your pardon, I forgot. You're all grown up now." "How could you?" he smirked. And I left the bathroom, laughing at my own stupidity. And that'll do it for today's edition, Day 13 of the next. We'll be back next time.